why Hunter Biden believes he has good reason to subpoena Donald Trump, and that's not the only name on his subpoena list. Stay with us. In our Law and Justice lead, Hunter Biden, the president's son, wants to subpoena former President Donald Trump and 3 other senior officials, including former Attorney General Bill Barr. Hunter Biden's lawyers claim that the former president applied political pressure to launch a criminal investigation of him that led to 3 federal gun charges against him. Hunter Biden has pleaded not guilty to them. Let's bring in CNN's Paula Reed. Paula, the twists and turns of this case are quite fascinating, as always. What information are Hunter Biden's lawyers hoping to garner with these subpoenas?
So they would hope to get documents and other evidence that would support their argument that Hunter has been investigated and charged as the result of improper political pressure. We know, for example, former Attorney General Bill Barr talked about in his book how Trump called him and asked about the status of that investigation. Barr refused to engage, but that's the kind of thing that they're looking for here. Now, I will note that when Hunter Biden's plea deal fell apart earlier this year and he was subsequently charged, it was a Trump-appointed U.S. attorney handling the case, but none of these other officials were in office. But this is also part of the more forward-leaning strategy that Hunter and his attorneys have been taking. It's more aggressive. They're punching back at people who they perceive have targeted Hunter over the past several years.
Hunter Biden, the president's son, is seeking to subpoena Donald Trump, Bill Barr, and other Department of Justice officials in his criminal gun case. What is he hoping to get from them?
Well, Hunter Biden's lawyers argue that he has been investigated and subsequently charged as a result of a lot of political pressure. Now, they point to an excerpt, for example, in former Attorney General Bill Barr's book, where he talks about getting a call from then President Trump inquiring about the investigation. And they want to gather more evidence that they believe will support this claim that they have made, that the only reason Hunter Biden was investigated was because there was political pressure, that it was something that Trump and his allies wanted to have happen. Now, we'll note when Hunter Biden's plea deal fell apart and when he was ultimately charged earlier this year, well, it was a Trump-appointed U.S. attorney overseeing that case. None of these people were still in office.
What do you think?
You know, the idea of having a subpoena for a former president, I mean, just think about how crazy of a time that we're actually in. But remember, both of these different bodies, Hunter Biden and Donald Trump, at different points in time, have pointed to the politics of trying to prosecute either of them. Foundationally, there has been more substantive arguments in favor of prosecuting Donald Trump than Hunter Biden. But the crux of the issue will be trying to determine who has the best available information to support the prosecution's claim. And every defendant, including Hunter Biden, is entitled to be able to pursue that information through discovery. And if Donald Trump has it, he ought to give it up.